So over the last couple of days, my biggest priority was figuring out the best way for me to go about organizing all the music that I've had over these years just sitting in my hard drive. I think that's probably the most, or one of the most important things for us DJs, is to make sure that we have some type of work or method to our madness, however you want to say it. But the key to that is organization. And with that being said, I've gone through Google a ton of things. I've even bought a couple of programs, and this is the most best tried and true method that I've come across. And the best thing about it is it's 100% free, okay? And you're only going to need two pieces of software, one of which I'm willing to bet that 100% of you guys have, and the other one is just one click away. As a matter of fact, we're just going to dive right into it right now. I'm even going to show you the way I go about organizing everything and the method in which I did it. Okay, I'm going to give you the step by step. All right, so the first step is for you to actually get the program. If you guys can see right here, it's a program called Tag Editor. It's an ID3 program. So I think this one primarily works with MP3s and MP4s. I'm not sure if it works with any other piece of audio. The reason I'm using it is because I primarily have MP3s. That's pretty much what I've been collecting for as long as I know. And if you have anything other than that, then maybe what you need to do is just go to Google and type in ID3 tag identifier or editor or something like that, and maybe you'll come across one that that accepts WAV or AIFF, whatever you have. Okay, but with that being said, if you have MP3s and you're good to go, I'm going to go ahead and put the link to this down in my bio. This is simple. You just go ahead and download it. I believe it only works with Mac though, so if you have anything other than that, then you're going to just have to find something else. But to my Mac users, this is what you need. Now, if you are indeed a Mac user, then that means that 100% of you guys have this next app, which is the music app right here. All right. So these are the only two applications that we need, and we're going to need, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right into how you can go about organizing your unorganized music library. That way you can put it into your Serato or whatever you want, right? All right. So first things first, I have a folder. Let's go ahead and take a step back. If you're looking at my cursor right here at the top of the screen, I have an all music folder right there. And you'll also see that I have all these genres in here, right? But before I actually put any of the genres in there, what I did was I created one folder called Unorganized. And this is where I dropped all the stuff that I have yet to have organized. So I have a folder called 90s rap and R&B. However, I really want to separate this stuff into, hip hop, R&B, and all that other stuff like that. I knew for a fact that this wasn't organized. This is just a folder that I've had for so long, and I just threw it in there. All right. So you'll see the ones with the green next to it. That's because I've already done this method and I've already got it already done. All right. So what we're going to do is you want to create an unorganized folder. And before you create any of these genre folders, I'm going to show you what to do. So just follow me. All right. So I'm going to come down to one that's not yet been done. Right. I've been doing this in 50s, numbers of 50. You see, I got 26 files selected. I've been going down and making sure that I select 50 songs at a time, just because I feel like that's the most manageable way for me to go about doing it. It may take a little bit longer depending on how many songs you have or whatnot, but I find that doing 50 is the best way to go through and make sure that you're not overlooking anything, because coming up in the next couple steps, you'll see sometimes it's difficult, or not difficult, but sometimes things don't quite copy over the right way. So you want to do it in a manageable way. So continuing on. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select my 50. Then I'm going to right click and I'm going to go ahead and tag it orange. That's just the number that's just the color that I choose. You can color it any way you want, but I'm going to go ahead and tag that thing orange because it has yet to be completed. Then I'm going to grab every single one of these and drop it right into my iTunes. See what I mean? See how they didn't copy over there? That's not what you want. So let's do it again. You want to grab them all and you want to drop them. Why is it not working? Okay. Let's try it again, guys. Let's go to albums, songs, grab it. Actually, you know what? Watch this. If that doesn't work, then the best thing for you to do is just go ahead and grab a small number amount each time. See what I mean? And drop them in there. But for sure, you have 50 of them selected, all right? So you just go one by one. I'm pretty sure we can get all these. So there we go. Boom. Here we go. 50 tracks inside your iTunes library. Now, the best way for you to go about doing this is putting it into your iTunes library, because this is the only place that is going to show you the genre right here. But you see how some of these say no genre? By the time this gets done, they will have a genre, right? So the first thing that I usually do is go ahead and I highlight all of them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to get info. And the first thing that I'm going to clear up is comments. I'm going to just hit the space key and put a space right there and hit OK. That clears up the comments. That's honestly the only thing that I'm really going to do. Unless you have a title that's 100% crazy or whatnot, it makes no sense to really do nothing else. As you can see, there's duplicates in here. I mean, I could go ahead and delete it, but I'll deal with that in a minute. I'm going to hop over here to the tag editor profile. And then this is the main screen, right? And there is going to be where it says drop media files from a folder here. I could actually take all of these files right here and I can dump them into this and edit it from there. However, this is what I was telling you. It makes more sense for you to do it in iTunes, because iTunes actually shows you the genre, which is going to allow you to then make your genre folder. So follow me. All right. Down here is going to say import from music. You're going to go ahead and click that. Obviously, it's got the music. This is the only thing that's going to be open is the music application from Apple. You're going to hit continue, and then you're just going to let it do its thing. Everything is right there inside of it. You can see the comment section is blank because we've already taken care of that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come right up here to the top where it says load tags. Click load tags, and then we're going to do it from the network, right? That's going to tell you the actions can be applied to several things or whatever. It doesn't matter. You're going to hit yes, and then we're going to chill, and we're just going to let it do its thing. All right, so it just got done doing this thing, and it says that it loaded tags. It did 266 changes. 266 tags have been changed. All right, so then you're just gonna hit OK, and now what you're gonna see is everything has been populated from the top to the bottom. You got the year, the artist, the genre, all of that stuff has been cleaned up. You even got the album, and you even got the album cover right there. All right, so here's the next thing that you're gonna do, and this is why you want to do it in the iTunes, right? So now you're gonna come up here to export. You're gonna click export music, and then you're gonna hit continue, and then it's gonna write everything, and then it's gonna tell you that it's gonna put it into a playlist called Tag Editor inside of your iTunes. That's fine. Just hit continue, and as you can see, it's over here changing everything that it did. It did it so quick that you probably couldn't see it. But now everything in here is 100% organized, all right? So now we can go ahead and minimize this because we're not gonna need it. We're gonna do the rest of our work outside of the iTunes folder, all right? So the reason why I say that I do 50 is because this is manageable, like I said. Now what I would do typically, and I'm gonna turn this down because I don't want anything playing, and I hope it doesn't play, but now what I would do is just go ahead and click through it all and make sure that, you know, everything is correct, because most of the times stuff isn't correct. I mean, not most of the times, I'm sorry. There are small times that things aren't correct. You know what I mean? Or it'll have the wrong album, or, you know, the wrong information. But since I can't hear it right now, it's a little bit difficult for me to do it. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and show you the next step after you've gone ahead and already listened through everything and made sure that everything is right. For the most part, everything does look right. All right. The next thing that you want to do is this. You want to come over here. I have two Finder windows open. I always keep two Finder windows open, right? So I'm gonna have this second one down here open. I'm gonna come back to my all music folder. And this is where you're gonna begin to create your genre folders. The reason why I waited to create my genre folders is because I wanted to see the way that this tag editor created its folders. Created its genres. And I wanna make my folders according to that. So see how it has hip-hop? I'm somebody with OCD, so I'm gonna make sure that mine say hip-hop. Or it say funk/soul, I'm gonna make sure mine say funk/soul. That way I can go ahead and do this one next simple thing. I'm gonna go ahead, what you're gonna wanna do is be in the music, and you're gonna wanna do it by genre, right? And you see I got a lot of hip-hop in here. So what you wanna do is create your folders of your genres, and then inside each folder, we'll just do hip hop. You want to create a checked hip hop folder. I did this because I wanted to make sure everything got copied. Follow me and I promise you I'm going to explain to you what I mean. So inside this checked hip hop folder is all the tracks that I've already completed. The metadata has already been updated. You can see that it has the album cover and all that stuff like that. All the stuff is good, right? So you're inside your hip hop folder. Now that all of this has been checked and you're good, you're gonna go ahead and click all your hip hop songs. But then you wanna do this. You don't wanna mess this part up. You wanna right click and you wanna click get info. Right here, it's gonna show you how many artists you have selected, and it's also gonna show you how many songs you have selected. It says 47 songs are selected. So you wanna make sure that 47 songs get dropped over into the hip hop folder. Now I told you guys, I don't like doing large numbers of stuff because let's just say only 30 of them get moved over. Now I gotta go through and figure out what 17 didn't make it, or I gotta just delete them and retry again. To save yourself time and streamline all that, just go ahead and start up at the top and do it just the way that we imported it in iTunes. Grab it, drop it right there. You can see, I think that was 8 tracks right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My count is off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't count. I said 8. That was 6 tracks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We good. That's all we gotta worry about. I do it just like that. So I'm gonna just go ahead. I see that this is a duplicate right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna double click it, and then I'm just not gonna add that one. All right. From there, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing again. I'm gonna just do these 2 since I already dropped that one over there. Did I do number 1 son? Look at me messing up already. This is why I say don't do it the way. Yeah, I got number 1 son. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and go down to this one right here. 7 tracks. That should be good. Go ahead and do it some more. That's 8 tracks. Drop them in there, and then just do all that all the way down till you get done with all the hip hop. All right. Go ahead and copy all the hip hop or whatever the genre is that you have, right? And then this is how I double check everything to make sure. Now you remember that when you highlight all the hip hops that you have 47 songs, right? So I just come right back here. I click on the hip hop folder, and then I just hit my space bar. It says I have 41 items. So we know we're missing 6 records. That's what I mean. You see what I'm saying? That's not it. So I'm just going, because whatever, I speed through this. I'm gonna just move it to trash. Let me just try it again. I'm gonna go ahead and grab all of them this time. 47, and just drop them in there. Let's see if it works. Hopefully it works. Let's try hip hop. Okay, 48 albums, 48 items. It copied all 47 because you got to remember the one item that's in there is the actual checked hip hop folder, right? Okay, so from there, now what you want to do is go ahead and go to the next step. You want to create your next folder will be funk/soul, depending upon what you got in there. And then you're literally going to do the exact same thing and paste it over there. All right. Now, let's just say you've gone through all of them. Everything is good. Now's the time for you to go ahead and select all of them. This is how I do it. You're going to right click, undo that. None of that. And then you're just going to drop it into the checked hip hop folder. And the reason why you want to have that checked hip hop folder is because if you drop all of these songs in there and none of them are remaining in the folder, like for instance, this funk folder, the only thing you see is the check funk soul. If I dropped all the songs that was theoretically would be down here and there, then you know it's going to be empty. There's only going to be one folder in there. So you know everything got copied over. Versus if you were to try and grab them out of iTunes and just drop them into the check hip hop folder, you'd have the same problem of not knowing that everything got transferred over. So the easiest way to see if everything got transferred over is if nothing is in there, right? And then from there, guys, you just continue that process. And what I actually do is after I get done doing all of this here, I'll go ahead and delete these out of my iTunes library. And then obviously they'd be in my trash. I would delete the trash as well. And then I'll come back up here to my main unorganized folder. And all the ones that I turned orange, I will go ahead and select. I will right click and then I'll turn them green. I'm not going to do it right now because I still need to go back before I actually drop all of these into my checked hip hop folder and listen and make sure that everything is 100% correct. But outside of that, that is exactly how you go about doing it. The next step for me would be after I get all this stuff organized, obviously I have a checked hip hop folder or whatnot. I'm going to then change the name of that. I'll change the name to this hip hop folder to something else. That way, you know, they both aren't the same name. I'll change it to something else. And then I'll change this to just hip hop. And then 9 times out of 10, what I'll go ahead and do is just create an all music folder somewhere, probably like on my desktop. And I'll just drag and I'll drop all of these folders, not the unorganized folder, obviously, but all of these folders, every genre that I have that's already done, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in that new folder on the desktop. I'm then gonna take all of these because I already have them backed up. I'm gonna just wipe them. I'm gonna drop them in my trash. I'm gonna get rid of them and delete them. I'm gonna take the new version of it and then I'm gonna come and replace this. I'm gonna have me an all music folder in my music section and I'm just gonna replace it just like that. That way I know that everything is there and I know that it's good and I know that it's clean. And then from there, I can just drop each one of those crates into my Serato. I'll go ahead and show you guys, even though I know you already know. Well, I'm not going to assume that, you know, everybody know everything because I know that, you know, there's a lot of new people and I'm new too, but you know what I mean? So for instance, what I do is like, if I go into my hip hop, I know these are good right here. Technically, the name of this is going to be changed to just hip hop. So I'm gonna just go ahead and grab it, drop it right there in my Serato, boom, check hip hop. Now you got everything you need. And from there, look, you can see I missed some of the comments on there, but that's okay. I can go back and clean that up. It's not a big deal. But as you guys can see, it has the album, the year, and the genre, which is the most important thing, which is the year and the genre. I have not analyzed any of these yet. So now from there, since I have my genre and my year, I can create my smart crates and just, you know, categorize it any way that I like to. But outside of that, that is how I am going about making sure that I organize my crates in my music, in my music library all together. Okay. So if you have a ton of music in your music library, this is the most efficient way that I think that you can go about getting it done. I think I pretty much covered everything. I know this video is a little bit longer, but I hope that each second of it was useful for you guys. If there's something in there I forgot, just leave a comment down below and I'll go ahead and try and answer it to the best of my abilities for you guys. and whatnot. If I have to make any more videos, then I will too. But let me know if you guys found value from this, if you appreciate it. Once more, I appreciate you guys just for tuning in, checking in my channel, and showing me the love that you have. All right. I love and appreciate you all. Peace.